Okay, so hi everybody, welcome back to the Ocean Study Hub channel with me, Jenny Klinik. So today's I like to try to rewind several vocabs that I just got today, which is 13 days before the national exam for university entrance. So here I got and they're still related to chemistry to biology, basically the science stuffs. Maybe after this I'm gonna try to do the social text, for example, like economy, geography, and that kind of things. Okay, so for the first vocab, we have induce. Okay, induce. So what's the meaning of induce is to bring about or to give a rise of something. So for example, vaccines are needed to induce immunity. So to induce immunity, it it has the meaning of to have, to give a rise for the immunity to occur in the human body. Okay, so that's for the first one, induce. Sometimes it kind of reminds me of magnetic induction, but I'm not sure if we're talking the context of physics, uh, whether do they have this same context of bring about or to give a rise of something. Okay, so that's for the first one. Let's continue. So we have here is, let me try to adjust my laptop. Okay, here you go. No, okay, this is the maximum one. So the second one is conferring. I think if you have watched my previous video, okay, yesterday I posted this one, confer, which means to discuss. Now today I got um different definition, because you know that English can have various definition, just one word. Well, I mean that's way much better compared to Thai, and then compared to Chinese, like different sound can mean different word or different definition. So confer here can also be defined as give the benefit to something. So for example, it is conferring a long-term prophylactic protection, which means it is giving a benefit of something, which means, if I'm not mistaken, still in terms of vaccine, long-term blah 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 protection. Okay, so for the third one is transient. So transient basically means lasting for a short period of time, or in short way we can just define as non-permanent or temporary. So for example, the phenomenon is transient, which means it just lasts for like several minutes, several seconds. Yeah, basically temporary. Okay, let's continue. We have attenuated. Now, the reason why you see like there are pink highlighter here and there is a green highlighter here, I just tried to differentiate words that I think I know, but I forgot what do they mean, and the very new word. So I just highlight them in the colors of green. So the fourth one we got attenuated. So attenuated here can be defined as something weaker, something that is weaker or reduced in strength. Basically, we just try to make something weaker or we reduce them in terms of strength. So, for example, here we're talking about the terms of a virus or the vaccine. The virus has been attenuated for vaccine. So, we know that in terms of vaccines, if you're a biology kid, vaccines actually contains virus that has been weakened by the researcher or by someone who made the vaccine. Okay, so that is attenuated to make something weaker. So let's continue. There is sequitur. Sequitur, it's also a new word, and that's why I highlight them in green. Sequitur can be defined as having a logical conclusion. Okay, having a logical conclusion. For example, the sentence is non sequitur. So, because there is a prefix of non right here, okay, there is a prefix of non right here, that means it doesn't have a logical conclusion. So, it doesn't have a logical conclusion. which in this case is the sentence I'm talking about. And I got this, like there is a, like there is a biology text, and the question is asking which of the following options that, yes, they are grammatically correct, but they are but this sentence is somewhat non sequitur, and they're still talking about the vaccine, that the vaccines is only works once the viral protein spikes in the human's body, and then it just try to, how to say it, and it just, yeah, completely eliminate the trends in our body. So that is sequitur. Let's continue. We have entrench. So entrench is like a fixed idea. Sorry, I just burped. A fixed idea that cannot be changed. Okay, so if you are determined about a specific statement or a specific thing, so that means you are deeply entrenched by those values. Okay, you're deeply entrenched by those values. So it's a fixed ideas, it's a fixed mindset that, okay, I don't want to do this, so I don't want to do this. So that is what we call as entrench. So let's continue. There is a cleaves. So cleaves here means to separate or divide something. So yeah, you just, for example, like you got very big items, right? And then when you cleave them, you basically separate or divide them into smaller pieces. For example, in this case, still biological context, catalytic pepsin, the speed at which it cleaves protein substrates into smaller one. So, just by seeing the context of this sentence, we know that cleaves is basically, because there is this one, into smaller one. So smaller, something that is, yeah, basically smaller from something that has bigger item, right? It cleaves, so that means it is getting smaller. Okay, let's continue. I gotta elevate. Okay. Two last word. We have swath. Okay, swath. Swath is a long area of something. Usually, it is described to in geographical context. For example, in Indonesia, there are swath of pristine forest. Okay, swath of pristine forest, and there is a long area of forest here, as we all know. And then the last one for today, we have skewed. So skewed is something that is not accurate. So for the example, their point of view is severely skewed, or this news is severely skewed, or other than this, it can also be defined as bias. So it's not really accurate because of one thing and another. Okay, I think that's all for today's. I have reviewed several vocabs that I hope these are gonna be so useful when it comes to TBK. And yeah, thank you so much guys for watching till the end, and bye bye.